What's up, you guys? Anna here. I hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to drop in and share a story I had and some things I learned surrounding divisive topics. I know that a lot of things are going on, really divisive topics going on around COVID, around religion or politics, or around any other divisive term or topic that you might come across. It's really dividing the world. And I wanted to share a little experience I had surrounding really controversial topics and what happened to me, and as well as a technique that anyone could use to kind of show and handle it a little bit better, show more love and compassion for yourself and others. So here goes. In the beginning of the year, we had COVID, and I had a view on what was the right narrative around COVID. And whenever I saw an opposing view, I would get very angry. I would get very angry at them, and I would get very hurt. And I think a lot of people can experience that, when you see divisive views and another view on what you truly believe. And I feel this being exacerbated by all the censorship going on. Like, you're not allowed to talk about this, right? So what I realized going forward in my life is that after a few months, and after being a little more open with myself and a little more forgiving with myself, I was able to look at these other alternative sides. And after looking at the alternative sides for some time, I ceased to feel hurt by them. I ceased to feel offended by them. And what I found was more peace and compassion. So when I came across another view, I still have a certain view of COVID, actually. But what I found is when I came across an opposing view, I was able to see the truth in it. And I was able to see the truth in all views. I read a lot about integral psychology, spiral dynamics, and one of the views within integral psychology is to come at everything assuming that it's true. And that's how you really open yourself to seeing another view without judgment. And a lot of us might have judgment in things that we don't even realize. A lot of times the most judgmental people are the ones who think that they're not judgmental at all. This is just something I learned in my journey. And after a few months of seeing both views in COVID, in politics, in religion, or whatever's controversial for you, I was able to sit with another person with a different view and not get angry. And I realized that the reason why I got angry is because I thought I was right. I thought I had the view. How dare another person think differently than me? And I also realized that it's really important to have these different views, because if you believe that everything is true, just to get all the truth out of it that you can, you're able to see the whole picture. The whole picture with other views. And you can never see the whole picture until you see all the sides. And there's going to be so many other sides, so why not start with a side opposite? That's the quickest way to get the whole picture. Start off by looking at what the other side is proposing. And I think that blocking and censoring things from the other side is wrong, because we're not given the freedom to decide for ourselves what's true and what's not. And in order to raise in consciousness, we need the opportunity to learn. And even if we make mistakes, that's a learning experience. And even if we feel pain, that's a learning experience. And the pain, to me, if you believe that everything is happening for your own expansion and for you, rather than to you in life, everything is happening to make you grow and expand and learn and develop into your greatest self, then mistakes are going to happen. And we just got to trust sometimes that everything's going to be okay. And also love and show compassion. And how can you show compassion when you're restricting somebody from expressing who they really are? Showing compassion is the only antidote to divisiveness. And the first stage to compassion is to first open yourself and maybe forgive yourself if you're holding a lot of pain inside, maybe from past experiences, maybe from things that might trigger what you think is your model of the world. because it hurts when you hear or feel or see something that goes against your beliefs. It's going to hurt because it shakes up your whole sense of security and model of the world. But just relax into it and just think that you always are in control. And you always have that choice. You always have the choice to think, okay, I don't resonate with this. This is not true. Based on the data that I've seen, this is not true for me, but I understand why this person is proposing this. Or maybe I could take the strengths from this proposal and the strengths from my proposal and the strengths from proposal B and come up with a full picture and how this is all going to fit in the system and how this is going to affect everything. And maybe we can come up with an optimal solution. You know, it's like diversity in the workforce. You get the most benefit with the most diverse workforce. So diversity also includes different points of view. And if you have these different points of view, you're going to get the best solution for the system because everyone's going to be heard. And you never know. You might see something that you never thought of. It comes from different backgrounds, different perspectives, different needs, really. So that's kind of my journey. I feel very much hope and peace because I'm able to transcend some diverse or derisive conversations, or divisive actually conversations that I've heard, particularly around COVID. I don't get angry anymore when people talk about different views because I know what my view is and I know where they're coming from, and I know, you know, we're all moving towards the same goal. We all want to be healthy. We all want to be safe. We all want to be heard, and we all want to be loved. So just coming from that point of view, I think, and I know everybody can transcend these divisive feelings of hurt. And it takes a lot of courage to move forward in divisive conversations past that hurt and kind of open yourself enough to hear, understand, and feel another soul as well. And to grow for the goodness of society and of the world and of humanity in general. So with that, I am going to share a quick tip that I just thought of that would help anyone going through the hurt and pain of a divisive conversation. So say you're with your spouse and both of you have different political views. Or say you're with a friend, both of you have different political views, and you think, oh, I'm right. Okay? That's the first thing. First thing is be aware when that little voice is telling you, I'm right. My view is the only way that's right. I'm right, therefore you have to be wrong. So first, pay attention when you have that view. Second, ask yourself if you're judging. Just ask. And when you notice that you might be judging, that's the first sign that there's going to be a block to influence and true acceptance, because you can't accept anyone if you're judging them, and you can't influence people if you're judging them. And 3, dissociate. So if you're having a fight with your spouse about a political issue or an economic issue, whatever issue, float up. Imagine yourself floating up above your body and watch you fight with your spouse, kind of like you're watching a movie. And just see yourself, see your spouse, and then you're able to see both sides from this point of view. You're dissociated from your side. So you're able to kind of look down at yourself and see what your needs are, where you're getting, why you're saying these things. And then you watch your spouse. You watch your spouse just talk, or your friend or whomever just talk. And you're able to see their side once you dissociate. But when you're deep inside yourself, in that view, thinking you're always right, it's going to be so hard to find compassion. It's going to be so hard to find truth. And so just realize, dissociate. And number 4 is like that assumption that the integral psychologist taught me is assume everything is true. So try that on and see how you go. And let me know in the comments below what happens. And before I leave, I made this new YouTube channel. Feel free to hit subscribe for more life hacks and coaching details to help you on your journey to be your greatest self. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video.